Hello. Hey, Haley. Good to see ya. I decided to stream tonight. Just took a little while to get to the computer, get settled in, and decide I wanted to play Minecraft. But I made it. I'm gonna be up for a couple more hours here. Playing some Minecraft, quietly listening to some music, doing whatever. Tonight I'm listening to my favorite songs between the years of 2006 and 2010. That's the playlist I have sorted up. Almost 20 years ago. Well, 2010 goes all the way to 2010, which is only 14 years ago. Hey, you should go get you some sleep. Don't stay up for me playing Minecraft. Rest is important. I'm just playing with digital Legos here, so it's no big deal. But yeah, if you want to hang out and chat or fall asleep with the phone in your hand, it's up to you. But me, I'm gonna be building a little bit of stuff. Yeah. We flattened this area last time. I think we built. Actually, I did that on stream, but it was like a cut in on another stream, so probably that one won't go up on YouTube. But we made this house on the last live stream. It's very cute. It's kind of the quirky house on the block. Rest is important. Hey, I don't work tomorrow, so I can stay up. You know, I got no plan. Not me. God, I'm wearing like 2 shirts and it's a little much. But this house is cute. I went a little quirky with it. So, you know, these are a little more traditional looking. This one's got a little bit of a yellow pink. Got some cyan in there. Oh, for sure. I love fry streams. It feels so effortless with him. It's amazing. And the visuals are cute. He really has it's just, yeah, good energy, high energy. I'm definitely a little more like informal and just kind of, falling asleep with you vibes. Like I'm here playing Minecraft, but I'm also about to pass out myself. Very that. I did work on this a little bit and made this nice little path look more natural. More salty, yes. I do love salt. On my food, uh, just in me, I guess, Salt. Taste of salt. High in sodium. But you know what? Salty snacks are the best snacks. Ponchano. At least in my opinion. Now, some people have a sweet tooth. Who am I to deprive them of their opinion? You know? Oh, my husband, for example, loves sweets. And I really am a salty snacks person. It's true. I would pick savory over sweet. You're not wrong. You're not incorrect there. Absolutely right. That's correct. I say the path stays dirt, you know? It's a greenway after all. Except this part where it goes through a neighborhood. Hmm. Just looking at like what I used previously, you know? What's going on over here? My little benches. I should do a couple more of those. Hmm. I didn't put any of them down here, I'm just noticing. Yeah, have a gap. Maybe I put a bench over here. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a sense. It's just hard for me to make the greenway without knowing the rest of the layout of everything else, you know? It's like, what do I make first? Other stuff or the greenway? And I guess it would make more sense to figure out what's untouchable before I make structure. Thinking. Hmm. What to do? Turn Bjork down a smidge there. I think I have to make like a flat plane. I mean, we're pretty close to the edge, honestly. It's like right there. It's not like I'm very far away. I basically just need to make a path there. I think up one more from there. On mobile, you can do less things. Being a mod, PC has more control. Oh, I'm sure. I'm surprised they even let you do anything on mobile, actually, in terms of mod controls. But I guess it makes sense. That tree is so tiny and in the way. I'm thinking I shave this down. to here, really. I mean, honestly, let's just shave it down to there. Make this tree a little taller. Oh, goodness. Guess I'll have to fix that. That's a faulty building. It's not safe. You can pin messages on phone, on mobile. Nice. Pin away. That's better. It's a better shape. Oh, you said you can't. Oh. Oh. Reading comprehension skills plummeting with age. I mean, what? Where am I? What's happening now? So this is obviously just another entry to the Greenway here. I mean, let's be real. There's an eye. Ooh, it's the little fry. Fine. Here, we can move him. We can just get a pop of Finn. He's great. Haley, your feedback is truly invaluable. I thought you played Splatoon. When did you stop playing Splatoon? That's my question. When did you stop? I don't like that floating tree. It's not making me feel right, you know? This place is a mess. It's looking a little too natural. We gotta terraform this a bit. You did play Splatoon 2, that's what I remember. Three is very competitive compared to 2 in terms of the speed of it. It's a lot. I I can't disagree with that. Nothing stays the same. She stays here on Magic Mountain. No one leaves. Should be dirt path down here. Mario Kart's more your speed. Yeah. Mario Kart is competitive, but a little bit more random, so it doesn't feel as hellish when people are being ridiculous. Splatoon is a bit for the sweat lords. You are not incorrect. It's not me putting words in your mouth. I'm pretty sure that's verbatim. Let's put that on the quote. I don't actually have a quote list, but if I did, that would be in it. On this day, Haley Star 9 stated this irrefutable fact. Thank you very much. You stated that Splatoon is for the sweat lords, the super sweaty gamers. And I said, I agree. It's too competitive, too sweaty. Yeah, see, Smash is a little bit far for me. These days, I can't get into it. All right, we got a nice flat ledge here. It's looking great. Let's get this path going. Yeah, honestly, it's the gameplay loop and the colors that keeps me in Splatoon. The pace of it, I actually enjoy how fast-paced it is because it just keeps you in it, in my opinion. A couple of birch trees gotta go. Goodbye, birch. Oh. An oak casualty. Oh. You would play Splatoon if it wasn't too competitive. Open world Splatoon game. Win. I don't know, I said that about Monkey Ball way back in the day, and then the game they made was trash. So. But that was like back in the GameCube, no, Wii days. Wii is kind of a dark time. Like, what memorable Nintendo games really came out during the Wii? Smash? Nothing. I can't think of literally anything. But I was also in college when that came out, so, you know, gaming wasn't really what I was doing in those years. Got Minecraft for PC, so now you have Bedrock and Java. Hey! Yeah, maybe one day I should actually do a community one. Maybe when I'm done building on this one, or at least the surface of this one. I'm just gonna tear this fucking birch tree out. Sorry. Just let people build outside of the island, or, you know. Because once I have the thing filled, I can back it up and it doesn't matter what people make on it. I'll always have that. But I am hesitant to let people build on this one. I could I could not. I tried to play a survival server recently and was like, just really not interested. I didn't hold my attention for more than like 5 hours. It's like, this fucking sucks. Sorry. Not for me. I want Legos. I want it now. I don't want to have to work to build stuff. Like, But if people wanted to let me come onto their server and build, you know, I would do that. But yeah, no, I'm not into survival. Like, it's an instant no for me after my last attempt. Played for like 3 days, and on the basically second time I turned the game on, there was like a group of some sort of humanoid NPC that was like sniping me. And I died like too many times. It was like ridiculous. Just carve this out a little more. You like survival mode better? Because of monsters and realms. Yeah, there's a lot to do in the base game, like, for sure. It's just none of that stuff interests me, personally. I'll just kind of backfill to here, I guess. Like, this just keeps me going, just building. I know this is like not the most entertaining watch, but overall, what I should have done is had the foresight to have like a second account just watch me do stuff so I could time lapse it, but I'm not that dedicated, you know. So that's where the payoff would be. I know. I'm kind of what I'm at this point. I'm essentially just waiting for the next Sims base game drop, so I could invest into that instead of investing into Sims 4, which is I've thought was at end of life like 4 years ago. It's still going. But yeah, plus Mac, which Sims runs on Mac. It's not an issue, but and I do have Sims 4 as like a base game, but I just don't have any of the DLC. All right, so protected zone basically from the edge of this house. I'd like to have a little more, maybe like to here. Make a border. A man walks by. She wants to be his wife. Under the tree of life. Oopsie. Fence. No release date's been announced. It could be presumed that the game. Yeah, well, they've been saying it's going to come out for years. So any speculation I see is just hot garbage and clickbait content trash. Would love to be proved wrong, but I want to be. Did I have it? I don't think I had the extra base. No. They want to make Sims 5 multiplayer. I hope they make it just a little more like give you the environment and just let you plop the house down and build things around it more fluidly than just like these little grid neighborhoods that you get these predetermined plots. Just give it a little more fluidity. make the transition from the overworld to the map feel a little more seamless. The reason that looks weird is because this needs to be grassed in. Into you. Nah, I don't think I'd ever play Cities Skyline. It's not it seems too procedural in the way you're like meant to address the world. Like there's not much. I mean, I guess in this there's not a lot of variation in the gameplay, but I'm constantly manipulating the environment in a way that feels more gratifying, I guess. Like I don't know if that makes any sense, but it holds me because I'm able to do so much with what little I'm given. Like there's no structure, but I'm also given free reign to essentially completely edit the environment within these parameters of using these blocks, you know? And I can make virtually anything to some sort of scale. Like, and I like that aspect of it. You know, I think maybe the fence should really just go to here. Nah. Right. Yeah, and even like doing pixel art, like it's sort of engaging, but I like the challenge of trying to manipulate it to look like something with a very limited palette and also make it look the way I'm kind of envisioning it. Because this game's palette's generally kind of ugly. Like there's some good shaders and texture packs that can kind of give you more of what you want. But I like the idea of just being like, here, download this map. It's vanilla. There you go. And it's all just vanilla pieces. Like, I'm not doing anything particularly special necessarily, but I think there's a consistency in the visual look of it that kind of builds on itself. By the way, I did spawn in an actual citizen in the mall, but I lost track of him. I don't know where he went. He was living in the mall. I gave him a bed and everything, but the last time I came in here, he was gone. He was here in the food court. It's where I last left him. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, actually. I think the polar bears might have got to him. See, his bed's in there. But he's not here. So it's pretty ominous. The first citizen's missing, so it's not promising. It's officially a ghost island now, so I guess that's pretty neat. On our heads. They're just all light. Oh, that's not a polar bear, it's a sheep. But there are polar bears, like, basically right over here. So, if he wandered outside of the mall, he's definitely dead. Bathe those scissors in the yellow light. Well, see, the thing is, this is a mashed together map. So this big square chunk that I build on is from 1.17, but then I ported it over to 1.20. And when I did that, it generated all these oceans around the chunk, that the only chunk that had been explored. Because when I went to the edge of it, it just started generating oceans. And the oceans are these big iceberg oceans. So I think when those generated in, a couple of polar bears appeared on like this corner of the island. Yeah, see, there he is. There's a couple of them. I spooked him. It's right there, though. Oh, there's a handful of them over here. It's like Lost. They warped in from fucking... Oh, wait, no. They actually warped off the island to the desert. Technically. But yeah, so the island's surrounded by these giant iceberg oceans. Yeah. That's the story there. There's one. And see, the mall's like right over there. It's not safe out here. That sheep is so fucking dead. There's one. That's probably the one that ate him. It's very close. Yes, this is like a very secluded island, which is part of why I like building on it. It's so neat. And since I haven't really explored outside of the this chunk and the water chunks that generated outside of it, um, you know, there's a whole unexplored map out there. And if I port it into the next new version, all of this will remain the same, and there will be a whole huge new map generation ready to be tacked on again. Like a Frankenstein map. I'm glitching out. What, my mic? Never end. Oh, wait. Oh, you mean my map? Yeah, that's part of the appeal of why I like it so much, though. Having such a large island just completely surrounded by vast ocean. It's like a spawn island, and then the rest of the map's whatever you make of it. But this is off limits. Don't touch. No touch seas. But there's also, like, if it was actually used as someone's, like, server hub, I mean, there's already, like, a lot of housing units on it. All you'd have to do is throw a bunch of beds. Like, it'd be neat to give people the ability to edit it to a small degree, but not, like, be able to demolish. But I guess you can't really do that. Or they basically, you know, can use this as a base map and then launch it into a survival server. But I'm also using materials that are, like, valuable. Or at least some of them. Not shit like this, but... some stuff. Like ender blocks and stuff like that. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut it over a little. Maybe encompass this little mountain thing on the very edge. The highest part of the island, I think, topographically. Actually, no, the highest point's that little cave thing in the park. That. Why are you the only... You know, there's a lot of lurkers out there. People like to lurk. Sometimes people just put it on no audio, or they just want to hear the music and wish I would shut up. I don't know. Or wish the music would go away and I would do something. I don't know. You know? They're lurking. They're just lurking. Lurkers lurk. I'm like 90% lurker, so. No judgment here. I'm a lurker streamer, so if people want to lurk here, I'm totally for it. Like, I myself am a lurker, so. I get the behavior. I understand the behavior. I encourage the behavior. Socializing in real life's hard enough, so never, ever any sort of social pressure here to speak. Because I just, you know, sometimes I don't even feel like fucking talking, so. And you may ask, why am I streaming? And that's a valid question, which I say, not streaming for the views, so it doesn't really matter what I do. That's why I do what I want to do, when I want to do it. And the fact is, that's not going to generate views, and I'm okay with that. It is what it is. And I'm appreciative of anyone who wants to be here in any capacity. So. If you're streaming for the way to, yeah, you know. You're streaming for views, you gotta, you know, cater to your audience. And I mean, I like you, Haley, but like, I'm not gonna play a game I don't want to play. I'm not gonna spend my time doing something I don't want to do. Like, that's just the way it is. Nah. People want to play the games they want to play, so. That's the period on that. Oh, you're great, Haley. You're great. And you know, views come and go. It doesn't really matter. So, and you know, obviously some people have a knack for this sort of thing. It's pretty apparent I don't necessarily have a knack for streaming necessarily, but I just like having a record of things I do. I think it's neat. Alright, I think the fence can just stop here. And you know, maybe during, I think, plus to when you build your stream, so to speak, as I did in the beginning, you play one game, right? Forever. You play that game. That game was Animal Crossing for me, and I accomplished my goal in Animal Crossing. I don't really have a desire to go back and just forever play it. Like, if that's going to be the thing that builds a stream of 40 concurrent viewers, that's great, but I'm not going to play Animal Crossing in perpetuity forever. I'm not going to play this in perpetuity forever. I'm not going to play Splatoon in perpetuity forever. Like, there will be a day I never turn Splatoon 3 on ever again. There will be a day. I don't know when that day is going to be, but it's going to happen. It's just, that's the way I treat most games. You know, and, you know, Minecraft I've come back to a couple times, but years between. It's just the way I am. All right. You have been here since the Animal Crossing streams. You really have. Which is amazing to me. I've completely shifted personalities in terms of like streaming persona. For sure. Which I think is part, you play something else, you act a different way. Let's clean this little area up a bit. And I love that you're here in any capacity. And if you are like, I'll be there, but I don't really want to fucking talk, or, there's never pressure. Because, you know me. I'll get up fucking, what? 2 times in an hour to take a break. Speaking of, it is almost break time, literally. The internal clock is trilling. Break time, break time, break time. It says break time. Break time is coming. I think I like that better. I like that. Connected. Water and a pee break. Essential. Treat your body right. I'm gonna have to spice this up though. Obviously, it can't just be a flat nothing the whole way. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll do something. Oh, the ad doesn't start for another 5 minutes. I got like 4 more minutes to float here. On my own. A whole other song, basically. Let me get a good feel for other areas. I guess I should really just flatten all of this. I don't really want to totally flatten it, though. Yeah. That's the thing with viewers, with Twitch. Like, a lot of people, myself included, generally watch the games they want to watch, and if you're not really playing the games they want to watch, they're not going to watch you. And that's okay. That's great. Like, watch what you want to watch. Life's too short to not watch what you want to watch, not do what you want to do. I support. So, when I was like, I'm getting another job, and also like when I was streaming Animal Crossing, I was unemployed. I had copious amounts of free time to be like, I'm streaming at this time on this day, and I could have a schedule and I would be there. Now it's like I could show up at 11:30 p.m. on a Wednesday night. Here I am. Right? But the next week it's like 10:30 on a Tuesday night, or 7:30 on a Monday night. Like, I can't structure it the same way because my life needs dictate not having this oppressive streaming schedule, which harkens back to just playing what I want to play when I want to play it. Some of this needs to go, but maybe not all of it. Like, I'm going to put a house here, so that gets flattened. I'd like them to feel a little more modular in this area. Not like mobile home, more like think Terrytown and Zelda. Like parts that I reuse across different homes like sectional homes, something like that, where maybe they're different colors, um, but they're composed of the same parts, just arranged in different fashions. I did see the glitch there that you mentioned. That's weird. I don't know what that's about because it's just on OBS. Once again, my OBS. Uh, Let me, hold on, disable it for a second and then be like refresh the capture. See if that helps. Oh, the ad's about to start, so throwing up the BRB. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. A little bit after the ads wrap up. BRB. Enjoy the tunes if you stick around or don't see the ads. Mute. Hello, my own true love. I'm back in the morning. Oh, Bob Dylan. Me in 20. This is shuffled, so I don't know what year. Oh, this is 2006. I did listen to Dylan a lot. I was kind of a high school goth. And then you know, at the end of high school, it was like Radiohead and classic rock like Beatles, Dylan, Zeppelin. I was like the cool kid. But also, I didn't talk to anybody, so not really. Yeah. Anyway, this area has good structure, so I think it's gonna look cute. Like, I don't want the houses to feel too clustered and cluttered, and I want them to have room to breathe and have yards. Halo ad. You wish you could watch. Oh, there's a Halo show. I didn't even know there was a Halo show. F. F. Wishing to be owning. I like the idea of this being kind of like really tall and me cutting a lot of this land out up to the fence. Feel like easy passing. Miss Sorrow. I would want again tomorrow. See, it's like, God, I haven't listened to this stuff in so long, but it's just like, it will live in my brain for eternity. It will never leave. Shit from your teen years just gets embedded into your psyche. Let's do that. Spanish boots up. Spanish leather. Have you seen the movie about the Beatles called Yesterday? Ah, I think so. Is that the one with the Adam Scott, the Office guy? Or God, was he in the Office? Or no, he was Parks and Rec guy. Parks and Rec. Boy. Man. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. That's much older. I don't think I've seen Yesterday. No, I'm thinking of a much older Beatles movie. There was some documentary thing on Disney that I don't think I made it all the way through it though, because my attention span is garbage. But it was long. It was like episodic, but it was interesting. It's my favorite period of the Beatles, anyway. It's that like right before they broke up. It was I forget the name of it, but it was released on Disney Plus, so it's if you look up Beatles content on Disney Plus, you'll see it. I'm sure it's like one of the top hits. But it's like actual documentary footage of them like recording Let It Be, I think. Parts of Let It Be. Favorite song by them. Eleanor Rigby was my first favorite Beatles song as a teen. I mean, yeah. I basically was obsessed with everything after Rubber Soul and after. So, Eleanor Rigby was on, uh, the one with Taxman, Dr. Robert. Can't, the name's escaping me. Because, my memory sucks, but I'll just look it up. It's like iconic start of their psychedelia trajectory. And my brain is mush, so. Revolver. My god, my brain really is mush. I think these trees have to go, actually. They're just kind of in the way. I want cave vibes over here. We've already got this weird hole that all the animals get stuck in. Let's roll with that. Weird hole vibes. That's my brand. Very on brand. Excuse me, pig. Ugh. This sty is taken. Get out. Speaking of great songs. Numb. I'm turning this up because fuck it. Never so lost on my way. I'm thinking waterfall. Maybe like a cute little underground spring that's like a little waterfall that comes out of here. If you can hear me out there. Could feel. Beth Gibbons is releasing like a solo album. Oh my god, I'm kind of fucking excited. Love her. She's who's singing right now. We love Beth Gibbons. We love you, Beth. Mm. Roses lying. Just won't leave me alone. Trimming this down a little more. Classic. It's like forgetting. Another one. What's your favorite songs by the Beatles? I can literally see that. The crazy thing is, uh, what I can do is go to that link. That's my last FM profile. I can go to top artists. Let's see. We're about to find out. The Beatles. The Beatles. They're going to be in top 50. They're not, I'll be kind of shocked. Oh, wait, this is just from past 30 days. All time. All time listen to artists. Beatles. Where are they? There they are, number 32. Since 2006, digitally, I have listened to the Beatles 1,200 times, basically. 1,191 scrobbles. Those are plays on Last FM. And then I go to their page, and on mine, I can see my scrobbles 1191. My most listened to album is White Album Disc 1 and Let It Be. The difference is like 10 songs, 10 scrobbles, 10 plays, so it's pretty negligible. And then Abbey Road. My favorite track is from Let It Be, though, not White Album. It's For You Blue. And the second is also from Let It Be, I Me Mine. That's so weird that White Album Disc 1 has the most plays, but its most played song is like number 6. I'm so tired. I guess it has more songs. That's weird though. Yeah, I would say, but what to me, what's dictated by what I'm listening to the most is obviously what I like the most, my favorite. I wouldn't listen to it if it wasn't my favorite, you know? It's my logic. And I would agree For You Blue and I Me Mine because are my top three favorite Beatles songs. While My Guitar Gently Weeps is also up there. Across the Universe, I Want You, She's So Heavy. All of those. It's not a popular choice, but I do like Back in the USSR. It's so catchy to me. But yeah, I mean, I can literally look that up. I listened to the Beatles the most between 2006 2012. 2012 was actually my most listened to year. You don't know any of those songs. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is great. Yeah, I'll play that, sure. Let me add it to the queue. Play next. Sergeant Pepper's isn't my most listened to phase of theirs. The songs are a little McCartney for me. They're a little McCartneyified. I'm a little more into the like uh I guess the grimy John Lennon sound stuff. I'm trying to find it. Why can't I find it's like albums? Why won't Spotify let me see all their albums without like messing with the window? Why can't I just click see all? I guess I'll just type the damn song all the way out. Love their UI. No, Ringo's still alive. Ringo is still alive, right? Now I got to check. You could be right. No, he's still alive. He is 83. Ringo. Are you shading Ringo? What about Octopus's Garden? Hello? Haley, go listen to Octopus's Garden, please. Enter quite slowly. My husband says he used to say some ridiculous. What did he used to say? He thought this song said for the longest time. It was something absurd. I was like, you did not really think it was saying that for decades. Stop. I'll have to ask him. I'll probably forget though. You know, the sauce. Yeah, well, Ringo didn't get that many songs, you know. He was basically leashed by John and Ringo. They're like, here's your song. You get one song, Ringo. That's it. That's all you get. The people don't want to hear Ringo's songs. All right. Well, We have a channel there in this little mountain thingy. And she's gone. No one wants to hear your songs, Ringo. Mine, I can't really get a consistent when it kind of goes a little Aussie. Because, you know, I'm no actor. Porters. But I might, you know, I can really sell it in it. I don't know what I'm really gonna do with this little mountain thing. The plan was to make a cute little path with a bench, but that's too steep. No one would want to do that. It's not that cute. So now I'm kind of thinking maybe this is like a hole with a cute little bench here. And this is like a little ring. Cute little ring. I think that would be cute. Yeah, that's much more interesting, huh? Hello. Hmm. I like that though, making that structure fitting into the greenway. Where it's like this really pretty, unusual, natural arch view into the ocean. It's definitely a mood. I don't think John Lennon would be alive today. No, he was a. No, I doubt it. I mean, the man was like on heroin and stuff back then, so that kind of takes a toll on your body. Just saying. I think that's a controversial take that heroin's gonna fuck you up if you take it. Even for a short period of your life. Like, you know, cocaine fucks up people's hearts. Alcohol does terrible things to your organs, your liver. Heroin, I don't know. I don't know what heroin does, but it's not great. It's not good. This tree and oh, that's because it's a tree I deleted and didn't get rid of the leaves. They stuck to the other tree. Oh, Paul's definitely the most well known. I mean, they've all been very successful and popular, but obviously Paul's music's had the most cultural staying power just by virtue of him being around and alive and visible to the public. George Harrison died in the early 2000s? The late 90s? I'm going to look it up. 2001. He was very popular. He had a very successful career, a lot of memorable songs that are part of the cultural zeitgeist, so to speak. But you know, yeah, his impact isn't as significant because, you know, Paul was out there still making hits all the way through the 80s, very relevant and vocal through much of the 90s and early 2000s. It's not really until the past like 10 years he's kind of receded and away from the public eye. So, oh yeah, like for sure certain Beatles were responsible for certain songs. Like you can hear distinctly Paul songs. You know, Maxwell's Silver Hammer is insanely, it's like McCartney. So much stuff on Sergeant Pepper's kind of has that Paul vibe. When I'm 64, Day in the Life, and John's stuff is more of that rocky, hard, heavy stuff. And Ringo's are always very like lighthearted, sort of similar to McCartney, but you know, Yellow Submarine, Octopus's Garden. Usually they're singing in the songs that they created for themselves. George does While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Here Comes the Sun is Harrison. Probably his most popular, enduring song. Well, it's, you know, the songs I listened to so much as a teen and early 20 something that they're not ever going to leave my head. I wouldn't say, I mean, hardcore more than the average person, sure, but I wouldn't say like I'm a diehard. But I also have the ability to kind of remember music a little bit more than other things because I spent a lot of my teenage and 20 something years and still do like listening to music, looking for music, finding music. So, yeah, the Beatles are good. I've got a lot of Beatles knowledge. I can rattle off lots of Beatles songs post Rubber Soul and really more post Revolver, but Hey Jude is a McCartney song. It's about his son. Let It Be is also a McCartney song. That one might be both of them. Let It Be, Let It Be. No, I think that's McCartney. I know for sure The Long and Winding Road is McCartney on that album. Let It Be is fully McCartney, yeah. I just looked it up. Yeah, Paul's more of the ballad type stuff. And George's is a little more like uh hippie sounding, I guess, for the most like generic way to describe it. You know, his stuff kind of has that whoa, far out, man, kind of like 60s vibe. You know what I'm saying. And then Ringo's is like funny and lighthearted, and a little more silly than McCartney. And, you know, Ringo sings. And John's is the harder stuff that sounds like not hard rock, but just like a little more loose and psychedelic, I guess. But not like George psychedelic, like drugged in psychedelic. There's some songs that are like Lennon and McCartney, more so in their beginning of their career. Obviously, the songs are a little more collaborative, but in the later stages of their career, they basically came to each other with their own song ideas and then decided which ones made the cut and which ones they would expand on as a band. But they would come to the table with their own songs. And, you know, Paul was the most prolific of the bunch because he was not a drug addict and he had a natural gift for making songs that were very catchy. Like, I don't think many of their songs, maybe in Let It Be, I think they might have just kind of like sat around and made songs sort of together and sort of apart. But their recording process, I mean, you know, they released a lot of their iconic albums in like a 5-year time span. It's like ridiculous how much music they were releasing, and how quickly. Like by today's standards, I don't know. I'm trying to compare them their prolific nature to like an artist today who releases about as much as they did at the time. Um, like an artist who releases a big release once a year. I can't even think. Maybe Taylor Swift, literally, would be the only person I can think of that's Beatles prolific in terms of scale of releases and frequency. It's turned into a terraforming fucking nightmare. Making all this grass. Just like that grass look better, you know? Nature. I would agree. Paul is perceived as and generally regarded as the leader of the band because he was the most structured band member. Yeah, like for sure. Paul was the leader. I would 100% agree with your take there. And the band did better for it because he kept them releasing things while the grill was hot. That feels nice. That feels really nice. Yeah. Wow. It's like a cross section slice. I think I put that there on purpose. I'll leave it. I wish there were like statue pieces. Like decorative statues, like the pots, but different statues. Lights and music. You made me so invested in knowing this because learning is fun. Learning new information is, you know, taking in information is a good thing. Absorbing the information, we love absorbing info. I'm thinking. I'm feeling like very infrastructure in terms of mood of building, so it's more beautification today, I guess. In theory. But yeah, if I have any music knowledge, I mean, I'll tell you what I know. Do you like the Bee Gees? Not as much as the Beatles. Definitely don't have the extensive knowledge of the Bee Gees that I do of the Beatles. They're all right, but you know, their music never really broke through for me. On my mind. This area is feeling a little convoluted with all these walls. These can't be here. Heard a dog. I don't see a dog. I don't want to get rid of this tree, but something here is not feeling correct. And I think it's the clutter that the tree is creating. The clutter effect. No south I do want. I think I should connect this. Oh, nope. This should come up a little bit further. This visibility. That you relax even. Oh, it fucked everything up. Maybe a little excessive, but maybe not. Because, you know, I'm looking for privacy. These windows over here. I swear I just heard the dog again. Yep. 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 Good night, Haley. Thanks for hanging out. Get some rest. Always appreciate your company. It's been a treat. And I wish you best rest in the West. Good night, sleep tight, and sweet dreams. Goodbye, line of trees. It's just easier to get rid of all of them, quite honestly. I would like to leave the giant tree, though, if I can, so I'm gonna kind of work around that. Love a good giant tree. Parking lot. Oh, is this where the dog noise? Yeah, it must be this cave. Forgot this is where that pig demon cave. Pig demon cave. It's a landmark at this point. Oh, the pig demon's not here though. Oh shit. But that's definitely the little guy that was making the dog noise. Man, is the pig demon loose? Damn. We lost the guy in the mall. Now the pig demon's gotten loose. Maybe he's gone further underground. There he is. I heard him. There he is. Oh my god. He lives under this person's house now. Yep. Oh, I don't think he can get out of there. I guess he could get down there so he could get out. Where does this even go? Into the depths of hell? Seems like it. Oh my god, did I make this? I think I made this. No, because I wouldn't put water down here. Weird. Game generated super deep hole. So he's about to die. He's gonna wander into this hole for sure. He's basically on his way there. It's a complicated cave, but he was pretty close to the way out. Oh my god, he's attacking. He's trapped too. Yeah, I guess that's the only way out is this kind of quick little jump here. Not a safe cave. Kind of dangerous. I think it's best to seal it up from above. All right, looks like the leaves have cleared. So yeah, that's a nice spot for a house. Leave this nice ledge. Give the houses a little room to breathe. Basically build the house up to the edge of the fence. So that's one lucky. You know, maybe this would be foundation. So yeah, that puts ground level here, which is at base level of the fence. They can have like a really nice balcony off their second floor. It's like incredible views. That'll be a fun one to build. Kind of thinking narrow, long and narrow, maybe slight L shape. I don't think I've done a building with a black brick base yet. Deep slate brick. Bit a bit a bit. It's pretty small. I'm gonna have to get rid of the big tree. I love the big tree. It's so tall. It's making me sad. On my birthday. and you're not here. So there's nothing left to say. Go ahead and hollow out one more layer for the basement. La, 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 la. A little bit bigger. A little bit. All right, I'm gonna take another quick break. What's that floating piece? Is that just a leaf? Yeah. From the big tree. Break time. BRB. All right, I am back. Let's see. I'll probably go like another half hour ish. Not that long. Nothing much going on here. It's getting late. I'm basically just cultivating land anyway, you know? Let's see. Life's like that. What do I know? I don't know anything. For a week now. Feeling like a freak now. On my toothpaste. Nice. It's like this side's kind of flat, but it works a little bit better because it's so close to the fence. So I'm not gonna too much here, just a little. I want this to have a little bit more of a land feel. Yes. Are we gonna be just friends? Let's give this side a little bit more of a lighten it up a bit, you know? Baby. Yeah, that still keeps the essence of it, but it makes it feel a little more naturally created, I guess. I mean, oh, oh. feel like this down here would make more sense as stone. The end of the greenway. We made it. Let's do the walk from one side to the other. Full walk. Actually, wait, let's start. I want to know the exact amount of time it takes. Start it. Seconds here. gonna do it. Well, I could sprint. Nah, I'll just walk. I'll take the path of least resistance, quickest one. Looks like it took about 2 minutes to get from one side to the other side on foot. I guess the quicker way would have been to just go this way. That area is pretty convoluted. Truth be told. But I kind of like that it's a little loop. I think I have to call it here. And ending a little earlier than I had anticipated, but not by much, so I'm just real sleepy. I'm basically passing out over here. I will be around tomorrow. I'm off, so probably an afternoon thing. Either before my husband gets home or after. Or both, depending on kind of how early I get over here in the early afternoon or morning. Whee, yeah. But this area looks cute, so the greenway has made it to the other side, which is nice. I guess we'll get a glimpse from this side for the end. Okay, good night. Yeah, I'll see you another time. Thanks so much for watching. It's bedtime. Good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams, and so long. Bye bye.